I think I was about 12 years old when I started getting into fashion. My parents used to travel a lot, and so they used to bring me teen magazine and things like that from the US, and I would see the outfits in there, the fashion spreads in there, and I try to recreate the clothing for myself. And so yeah, that's what got me into fashion. But then when I was in high school in South Africa, I took speech and drama, which is our theater class. And so I got into this idea of like storytelling. And then for my final project in high school, I designed costumes for a play that my friend was directing. And so that got me into this idea of using clothes in a narrative sense and not just like for aesthetic value. Designer, the playwright, she has been and is still very much involved in the process, which is great. It's always great to have the playwright here to offer insight into what she was thinking as she was going through it. And I think also more specifically to this play, because it's about it's so specific to the culture. So she's been very much in conversation with Danya, the director, and she offered up some resources for us, like because the play is so based on people that she actually knows. So she offered us some resources and images to help us get to what she was trying to get to in the play. From a color perspective, it's actually in conversation with the set. I spoke to Kristen, the set designer, about what she was going to be using for the paint generally in the house. And so a lot of what I was doing had to speak to what she was doing in that. And so, for example, this dress, I had decided, I wanted Marvelous, the matriarch of this household, to be in a sort of blue-gray. And in a way, that's also to say that she is the matriarch of the house. This is her space and everything. But it needed to also still read, when we see her, we don't want it to disappear like into the grayness of the set. And then it just on like an aesthetic, like on the surface, it's just about also then having the colors like speak to each other in movement and not having everybody in like the same color world.